Hello. Okay, next tutorial. This time I did this demonic missing mouth and gouged out eye effect. It's a lot of fun. It's actually part of my 30-minute effects series where I use only a few products to create a makeup in 30 minutes or less. I knew before I started this makeup that it was going to be relatively simple compared to what I normally do, but I wanted to see if I could do something that was deceptively simple but at the same time super effective. Hopefully it worked. So yeah, if you'd like to learn how to do this makeup for yourself, stay tuned. Okie dokie, so we're going to start this makeup off by blocking out both of the eyebrows. So as always, I'll pop a link on the screen up there that will take you to the video that I did to teach you how to block them out to save some time up in this video. Make sure that when you do block your eyebrows out, after the first initial layer of Spirit Gum, then the layer of synthetic wax, to apply an extra layer of Spirit Gum just to make it completely safe, because we are going to be applying liquid latex in that area afterwards. So I'm going to go block out my eyebrows and we'll go from there. So then, once my eyebrows are nicely blocked out, I can take a sponge and some liquid latex, kind of a key ingredient to this makeup, and I'm going to apply that over my entire face. Now the reason I'm doing that and not just say the mouth area or the eye area is because there's going to be a texture difference and I really want it to be kind of uniform. So it's just easier for me to apply a really thin layer over the entire face and then work on building up the main area, so the mouth and the eyes afterwards. So I'm going to be applying this all over my face for about 2 coats, making sure it dries between each layer. And as I'm going to be applying this over my mouth as well, I'm going to be switching over to a voiceover now. So then, once everything is nice and dry, we can start building up the mouth area. So we're just going to apply one more layer of liquid latex over the mouth area, making sure it doesn't dry, because then we can take some regular tissue paper, which I've already separated into the thinner halves, and working in only tiny strips no bigger than this, I'm going to place that over the wet liquid latex and press it in so that it's completely saturated, and then I can pull off the edges and then apply some more liquid latex over the top of that. So then we're going to repeat that process about 3 to 4 times, making sure it dries in between each layer. So next, once everything is nice and dry and we've built up a nice base layer, we can start working on really building that area up and making it smooth. So we're going to take some more liquid latex on a sponge and apply that in the same area that we worked with before. And then we can take some regular cotton wool in smallish pieces, and then we can press that over the wet liquid latex and remove the excess either side. We're then going to take some more liquid latex and press that into the cotton wool. Then, doing exactly the same technique as we did with the tissue, we're going to let that latex dry and then repeat the process 4 to 5 times, making sure that we build up the area enough that you can't really see a lip shape at all when it's nice and smooth. So then, whilst the final layer of liquid latex is drying, we can work on building up the eye area. So I'm taking some more liquid latex and I'm applying that around my eyes and over my blocked out eyebrows. I'm then taking the same separated tissue that we used before, working in really small strips, and I'm just pressing that into the wet latex around my eyes. I'm then taking some more liquid latex and I'm applying that directly over the tissue. We can then repeat that process, going completely around both of the eyes for about 2 to 3 layers, making sure that it dries between each layer. So then, when everything is nice and dry, we can start working on peeling away the latex from around the eye area. So make sure to go nice and slow and just slowly lift about 1 centimetre, maybe 2 centimetres away from the eye. And just to stagger the edges so that there's not such an abrupt line, I did little tears in the latex around the eye in random patterns, just so it looked a little bit more like the eyes have been really torn out. So then, it should look something like this. So next, we can start working on the foundation. So the product that I'm going to be using for this is going to be an alcohol activated palette, just because I really like the translucency effect that it gives. So I'm going to be using a Neil Gorton Life Colour palette in Essential, just because this palette has got some really nice reds in there and some nice colours to match my own skin tone. So I'm going to start with the red colour from this palette, but I'm going to be using quite a few different shades really sporadically around the face. The idea is to really break up different areas so that it looks a little bit more natural as opposed to a block colour. So just go really slowly and start really building up the layers until you're happy with the complexion. I'm then going to take one of my favourite makeup brushes, which is kind of like a toothbrush, but it's really, really rigid so that I can spackle colour. And I'm going to dip that brush in the red from the same Life colour palette as before and spackle that all over the face. I'm then taking another alcohol activated palette. This one is by Skin Illustrator in American Horror, purely because it has this beautiful deep blood red colour in it. And using the same spackle brush as before, I'm going to spackle that colour just around the eye area to give the illusion of broken capillaries. Then next, I'm taking a Makeup Forever black cream. This is actually part of their Flash palette, but you only really need the black cream for this. And I'm going to be applying that black cream completely over my eyelids and underneath my eyes. I'm then going to take a black eyeshadow. This one is by Sugarpill in Bulletproof, and I'm going to apply that over wherever I went with the black cream to really set it and to get rid of any shine. I'm then going to take some M.A.C Fluidline in Blacktrack, which is just a cream that's safe for the waterline of your eyes, and I'm just going to apply that directly underneath my eyes just to get rid of any hint of skin colour. We can then move on to the fake blood. So I'm going to be using some Fleet Street blood in dark. It's a really, really nice blood that's particularly good for staining. And I'm just going to apply that completely around my eyes and then underneath, letting it trickle down ever so slightly. Then, to get that kind of aged, stained blood effect, I'm taking some regular tissue paper and I'm just dabbing away some of the excess blood, just so it leaves behind this kind of gorgeous, lived-in, stained look. So when you're done, it should look something like this. So then, all that's left for me to do is to pop in some contact lenses, pop on a costume, sort out my hair, and we'll see what it looks like. And there we go! That's my look, officially complete. So I'll finish the look off by popping in some completely black Scalera contact lenses just so the eyes look as hidden as possible. Of course the effect works much better with your eyes closed, but I like my makeups to be as practical as possible, so hopefully adding the contact lenses doesn't detract from the effect. For the costume, I popped on a t-shirt and covered the collar line in fake blood. I really think it helps add to the whole effect and helps to build this character. And yeah, so that's my makeup tutorial. I really hope you all enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit more simple than what I normally do, but I wanted to do something that was quite simple, but also at the same time super effective. Sometimes it's just nice to play with like out of the kit kind of makeup products and see where it takes you. So yeah, thanks everyone so much for watching this video. I really do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did like it, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, so until next time, bye fluffies!